So let's get right into it. Think about it. We go through our entire lives following a bunch of rules, right? Things we just accept as true. But what if the big ones, the really fundamental ones, are just plain wrong? Today, we're going to crack open the user manual for being human, the one you never got.
So, let me ask you a question. What's the most important meal of the day? I bet you know the answer. We all do, right? It's been hammered into our heads since we were little kids. It's breakfast, of course. But, is it actually true?
Well, surprise! It's not science. It's not some ancient wisdom. It's a marketing slogan. Yeah, you heard that right. One of the most famous health facts on the planet is literally just a brilliant ad campaign designed to sell you something.
Yep, that's the one. The phrase, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, was made famous by, wait for it, John Harvey Kellogg, way back in the 1900s. And his goal? Well, it wasn't to make everyone healthier, it was to sell more cornflakes. And man, did it work. It's kind of a perfect example of how powerful marketing can be. It can literally create a rule that we all follow for 100 years without even thinking about it.
So let's break this down, the myth versus the reality. The truth is, science tells us that your overall diet and lifestyle, that's what really matters, not what time the clock says when you eat. See, your body is smart. It runs on the total energy you've consumed over a period of time, not just from one single meal. I mean, think about it. Huge trends like intermittent fasting are literally built around skipping breakfast. So if a simple fact like this one turns out to be a lie, it kind of makes you wonder, right? What about the really important stuff?
And that's where we're going next. Because, the stakes get so much higher when we move from breakfast to our own minds, the stories we tell ourselves about ourselves. Misconceptions here, they're not just some harmless little mistake. They can be really, really damaging to how we see ourselves and how we treat other people.
I think this quote just hits it perfectly. We throw the words sad and depressed around like they're the same thing, but they are worlds apart. Sadness? Sadness is an emotion. It's usually tied to something specific. But depression, that's something else entirely. It's this deep, profound emptiness. It's a heavy, crushing numbness that can be there even when, from the outside, your life looks absolutely perfect.
And this is absolutely crucial to get. Depression isn't a bad mood. You can't just snap out of it. It is a legitimate disorder, a malfunction happening in your brain's chemistry. The chemicals that regulate things like pleasure, motivation, all that good stuff, they're not firing correctly. That's why telling someone with depression to just think positive is, well, it's like telling someone with a broken leg to just walk it off. It just doesn't work that way. It's a physical issue, not a lack of willpower.
And here's another one we get mixed up all the time. Shyness versus social anxiety. Look, shyness is a personality trait. You might feel a little nervous at a party. Social anxiety disorder, though, that's a whole different beast. It's like a hijacker for your brain. It turns a simple conversation into this terrifying, high-stakes performance, and it floods your body with real physical symptoms. Your heart pounds, your hands shake. And here's the key difference. A shy person might feel nervous, but can usually push through it. For someone with social anxiety, the overwhelming feeling is that escape is the only option.
Okay, let's keep flipping through this user manual. We've talked about the mind, so let's shift gears to the body, specifically to something we do for about a third of our entire lives, sleep. And what your body's doing while you're unconscious, it has a huge impact on your health. And guess what? Most of us are probably doing it wrong.
And that brings us to the #1 offender, the free fall. Stomach sleeping. It might feel cozy for a minute, but it is, and I'm not exaggerating, pretty much the worst position you can possibly sleep in. It's like you're choosing to put your body into a stress position for 8 hours straight, every single night. Just look at what's happening here. Your neck is twisted at a 90-degree angle for hours. That's just brutal for your alignment. At the same time, your spine is losing its natural curve because your stomach is sinking into the mattress. Oh, and it's harder to breathe because of the pressure on your chest. It's basically a recipe for chronic neck and lower back pain down the road.
So what's the fix? It's pretty simple, actually. Meet the log. I know it doesn't sound very exciting, but it is one of the absolute best things you can do for your body while you're sleeping. Just on your side, keeping your body in a nice straight line.
The benefits here are huge. You're keeping your spine naturally aligned. You're keeping your airway open, which can cut down on snoring. But here's the real pro tip, the level up move. Try to sleep on your left side.
Why? Because of where your stomach is located. Sleeping on your left side actually helps with digestion and can seriously reduce acid reflux. It's such a small change, but the payoff can be massive.
All right, so we've covered our bodies, our minds, the habits we don't even think about. Now let's zoom way out to the invisible systems that pretty much run everything. I'm talking about money. We all use it every single day. But here's the crazy part. Most of us are playing a high-stakes game without ever really learning the number one rule.
And that rule is all about one simple word: interest. It sounds kind of boring, but this is the silent engine behind both incredible wealth and crushing debt. The easiest way to think about it, it's the price tag for using someone else's money. It's like rent for cash. And whether you're the one paying the rent or the one collecting it, well, that basically determines your entire financial story.
And really, this is the two-sided coin of interest. When you borrow money, it's a slow burn that works against you day and night, turning a small mistake into a massive financial fire. But when you earn interest, when you invest, that same exact force becomes your superpower. It's like a time bomb of growth, where your money starts making baby money, and then that money makes more money. It's an incredible thing to witness.
I love this quote because it just says it all. Interest is either your worst enemy constantly chipping away at you, or it's your best unpaid employee working for you 24/7. It's that simple.
Okay, so we've pulled back the curtain on breakfast, the mind, the body, even money. But what if I told you all of these things rest on an even bigger myth, a foundational illusion that we all just agree to believe in every single day?
And this is it. This is the big one. The only reason a dollar bill is worth anything, and say a random stick isn't, is because we as a society have all agreed that it is. That's it. Money has no real inherent value. It's just a story, a powerful, powerful story that we all collectively believe in. And because we believe it, it works. The entire global economy is built on this shared idea.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? If the rules for something as huge and important as money are just a story that we all made up, well, that means the script can be rewritten. These things aren't laws of nature. They're not like gravity. They're systems we created. And that brings us to the final question. For you, now that you know the script can be changed, what part of your script